Graphic RPG is a modern fantasy role-playing game. We at Invader Films are filmmakers, and we like to get to feel like we're in a movie, like a modern horror movie when we're playing modern fantasy. We looked around and we found none of the games were really fitting the bill, so we decided to make our own game. What makes Graphic RPG fun is its combat system, particularly how we track damage to a character. Oh, fuck! Hit points are tallied with ounces of blood. Here's what a 1 hit ounce wound would look like. Here's 2 ounces. Here's an 8 ounce wound.
And lastly, this is what a bloody death looks like.
Filmmakers were gamers at heart, and our latest film, Void Finder, was actually based on a graphic RPG adventure. The combat system has intricacies for gun combat, vehicle combat, and other modern things. It is somewhat crunchy given all the modifiers, but the combat roll is a simple D20 to overcome a DC. Cheat sheets for all the pluses and minuses to a range or melee attack make it manageable to tabulate the modifiers quickly to keep the intensity of the combat going. To counterbalance the crunchiness necessary for the gritty realism of combat, the classes and leveling systems err on the side of simplicity. There are 15 classes, so there's plenty of variety, but each member of a class will have the same skills given a level. The reason for this simplicity is for quick adventure creation. Graphic RPG will not suffer from a lack of published adventures, like so many other modern fantasy RPGs do. Multi-classing is allowed, so a 3rd level soldier could add a level of magician or chemist or any other class when he or she has enough experience to attain 4th level. Note, hit points don't increase because hit points are blood ounces. Yeah! The world of Graphic is an alternate Earth built on the bones of a fantasy world called the World of Atlas. The World of Atlas is detailed to some extent at www.worldofatlas.com. Runes play a key role in the World of Atlas. With runes, Myth was able to build the world, pitting fire against chaos, earth against air, thought against instinct, harmony against disorder, fate against chaos, law against truth, mobility versus stasis, and so on. For Graphic, the setting is sometime in the future of that world, after several more ages, some of them including the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd ages of humanity. Those ages of humanity saw the end of magic and magical beings upon the planet. Around 2,000 years ago, the Age of Faith began, and the magical past was completely forgotten as the race of man sought to understand a fundamental morality. Then, 1,000 years ago, the Age of Science began, and man began to create a new world utilizing the runes of thought and war. This science brought the world to the Age of Technology, or to those in the know, the 2nd Age of Chaos. Technology, like magic before it, is a tool of chaos unless proper precautions are taken. Though the history of the world is different, the setting is identical to our Earth except for a few exceptions detailed in source material for the world and the various adventures written for it. Does Atlas still hold up the European continent? Not that we know of, but the world is pretty naive to the ways of myth and magic at the moment. And that provides central conflict for the world. Chaos is waking up again during the Age of Technology, and the world is not as prepared to deal with it as it was during the 1st Age of Chaos. That's where the players come in. Total World is much more supernatural or X-Files than a Call of Cthulhu setting. Characters will battle monsters with their sanity fully intact. A winged demon with tentacles for a face is just a normal day at the office for magically attuned characters. The Kickstarter features many award levels, but we recommend the box set version, which includes the rules, a beginning adventure, a bonus adventure, laminated character sheets that help display all the bloody wounds, and graphic aids like vehicle mats that can be used for mobile combat scenarios. We plan to have everything ready for October 2017, just in time for the Halloween horror gaming season. Don't be afraid to back this. It will be ready on time if funded. Do be afraid to play it. It may unsettle your nerves on those dark and stormy nights.